Okay, so today I'm going to try to teach you how to find opaque texture model so you can put it into Resident Evil Revelations or Resident Evil 1, 0, Rev 2, or even Resident Evil 6. So first off, I'm going to use Blender 2.83 for this, and I'm using ping.net, and you're going to need your model and the textures that come with it. As you can see, we're doing Arbiter from Halo 3. Now, open up all your textures with your image editor. Okay, so we're going to create a baking reference. It's going to show us where we need to put the UV or how big we need to make them. So I would create a new file. And the size depends on your model's textures. The highest MTL game support is 6144 by 144. If it's higher than that, your game will crash. So you gotta do your best to fit as much as you can under that limit. I'm gonna copy this image here, then paste it into my baking reference. Okay, as you can see, this reference I'm making is too small, so I'm gonna double the size here. Now this might work. Want to leave a bit of room in case things don't go as planned. I'm gonna do it to the second here, and then paste it over. And do it to the final one. Oh, that one is tiny as hell. um, might not need all that room. Whoops, hang on, I broke it. Go back. Canvas size. Make sure you don't push image size, otherwise you're gonna lose image quality, like I did. Yeah, there. That looks pretty good for, yeah. That will be our baking reference for the diffuses and normal maps I have here. So I'm gonna call it baking reference. That's the process name when we combine the textures. Close all this. There's my baking reference right there. Now I will open Blender. Import my model. Now this isn't perfect because the model I got had its its UV islands split, so it might look a little sharper than your model. I did try to smooth the model as much as I could, but I didn't want to risk damaging it. Here's the three materials here. Um, Next thing I'm gonna do is go to shading, then all the plots. I'm gonna create a new material. Okay, or that or that can crash. I hate it when it happens. Um, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. Wow, I could do this again. Okay. Now before I do that, here's the material name and stuff. I'm gonna make a new material for everything so it doesn't crash again. Now let's call it parameter 1. Do the same thing. Uh, Parameter. Okay, now we can safely go to shading without it crashing. Okay, then we're gonna add our textures in. All right, you recommend PNG format? Okay, so that's the armor there. I'm gonna find the armor. Change the slot. That one would be his shoulder flashlight. So I'm gonna find that texture and apply it to that. And then finally his head. You can rename these to make it easier to on yourself. Yeah, yeah. Excuse me if I'm a little bit confused. Names of these textures are confusing to me. All right, now that is done. You could our yeah. See, it looks a little rough because I did not finish smoothing the model. I gotten it off one of the websites online, and yeah, it's a bit rough shape, definitely. Okay, now we're gonna go to add a new image texture. Then we're gonna open up our baking reference. The hell is all this? Um, if there it is, and check it here. I'm scrolling with the mouse wheel if you're wondering how I'm doing that. Okay. Now we need to copy this, do it to this, add it, and paste it to the other material slots. Sure that's highlighted in every material slot. Okay, now we're gonna go to here, UV maps, click on this arrow here. Now create a new UV copy of the UV map, excuse me. And then we're gonna name our new UV map baking or whatever you so choose. Okay, now we're gonna go up. Nope, go here. Go to cycles. Oh no, we don't do that yet. But let's just set it up first. Diffuse. Recommend setting the pixels to 6. You can keep that on if you want, but I like that off. Turn off indirect and direct. Okay, so now go to your UV maps, enter UV editing. This looks like a mess, but click over here and looks less of a mess. Now we're gonna set our new UV map. Maps and yeah. For this, make sure this is selected, otherwise you'll be editing the default one. We want to make a new one. All right. So we want to make the UV map. The textures for the body, we want it over here. So we go to materials. I'm gonna hit select. Now that will only select the body UV map. Go ahead to your image here. Press the A key. It'll select all of your part of the mesh that's the body. Press S to scale it down. Use your mouse to set the size and hold Control to set the control. Excuse me. Set the certain amount of how much it's scaled. So right now it's 10, like 0.10. We want it over our reference. Now we don't want any of this right next to each other because it will bleed over like everything else. Like the body might bleed over on these textures here, or these might bleed over on that. So click here, and then since this is the correct size, we can actually move, oh dear, we can actually move it away from our initial project. So there's like room, like you want to leave some room because it's not perfect. Like we can probably put this up a little higher up here. Let's see. Next. Fingers. That's important. Not mess up. Yeah, it's not perfect, like I said, but this is a modding tutorial. Now, if it looks good in game, I might actually upload this for you guys, but like I said, it has to look good. I don't want to. I'm kind of tired of uploading broken mods. Some of them are so bad. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to upload nice things, not broken. Okay, probably move it. No. Okay, if the UV. Okay, hang on. There's a UV that looks exactly the same under the one you have selected. I'm gonna go ahead and press B, and then make a box where they're both at. I'm like holding left click on it. Now you have them both. It should be fine if you have them both. They're the same because they're just the exact duplicate of the actual thing. So I was just trying to show you how it's done down here when they look the same. I mean, I was just showing you. Oh my God, excuse me. I'm just giving you a general idea of what you would do. Basically, you want to separate all the UV maps, UV parts from each other, the islands. Yeah, since that's also the exact same one, I'm going to do it there. I pressed C that time, bring up the circle. I'm just so used to using the circle. Use the circle select as well. And you can use the mouse wheel to change the size. And then you press escape to, uh, oh, oh dear. Press escape to confirm your selection, basically. When you're done selecting it. I want to save some room for that. Yeah, this is going to be all one diffuse when we're done. At least that's the idea. Now try not to mix up ones that are not exactly the same. I should have left it bigger, but I was just showing you how it's done, like how you save room and all that stuff. All that beautiful when it comes to modding. I think they're under that. Yep, there is. Turn to orange, yellow. Press R to rotate it. Make sure the E is in the image box and not out here. Otherwise, you're not going to be baking it correctly, and it's like if I move this over all the way over here, V it's going to act like it was over here. Yeah, it's messy. Don't try to make sure all your UVs are in the box before you do anything. Like if it's like if your UV is already over here and you did nothing, not your fault. Um, Select it and bring it over and hold control. You want to make sure it's set to 1/1 global. That would fix your UV, okay? Because I know there are some models that do that. I actually think a lot of models do that. And this is not connected, unfortunately, for me. How annoying. Oh boy. Okay, join with the rest. Down there. Oh my god, not here. Yeah, see, this model is really rough. It, I don't think it's gonna look good in game, but again, the modding tutorial doesn't heck look pretty. Do us a favor. Okay, go again. Move this over to the right here. Also move this to the right. Maybe down to the left as well. And make sure you're selecting, have baking selected when you do this on your UV. Okay, we're almost done with one texture. This is my only concern turning UV island. Oh, for crying out loud. That's far enough. I don't know what the hell that is. Probably a lonely edge. That's all by itself. I could probably move this up a little bit. Take this one. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm pressing C to rotate, and that is the wrong key. It has to be R. I'm gonna rotate it again, actually. That should be fine. Okay, let me look at it. Yeah, okay. I think I'm done with the armor, body armor. I'm gonna click over here, and then go back to materials. I am gonna do his flashlight next. Selecting. In the image box, press A. Scale it down to our reference. It could be a bit bigger than the reference. You just have to make sure it's not smaller than the reference. I'm trying to make sure they don't bleed all over each other. Okay. That's another one done. Flashlight. Now you gotta do the head. Probably the messiest one of all, because I didn't, oh, make sure you don't have anything selected before you select the material. I had the flashlight selected. We're doing the head. This is going to look really rough because I spent the least amount of time on the head. And if you don't know where your other pieces are at, go ahead and select the body again. And you can use this tool here to like make a note on where you place the other. Oh wait, hang on. Hit mode, flashlight. This is here. That way you don't accidentally put like your UV for the head over the body. It it'll look nasty if you don't do it correctly. So that would help. Okay. So what's left is we have. I don't know if we have any more room here because I see this over the line, but and the lines over here. We have this much space left to work with if we need to move things. So get on it. I would say move the big piece out of the way. That way you just put the smaller pieces almost right next to each other. That's like something I like to do. Use his hand to zoom in and out using the mouse wheel. Or you just use the mouse wheel in general. Um, oh my god, yeah, see, that is very messy. I did try to find a different model, but they're already baked. So it's like kind of useless for the tutorial. Excuse me, my phone's ringing. Okay, smaller piece here. Here? Yeah, also make sure your model's under 100,000 triangulated faces. Otherwise, the modding tool will just crash when we import the model next lesson. That's the eyeball, actually. I want to move that on its own. I know that's not connected to that at all. Here, we can move this stuff a little further to the left here. This part is supposed to be connected, so I'll move that. Oh no, wait. More smaller parts. No, I don't want to select you. You're not the chosen one. I'm sorry. Make sure this. Oh, yeah. Important thing. Okay. Make sure the smaller pieces are also a bit further away from each other. You don't want them to bleed. Texture bleed on each other. Oh, goodness. Oh, well, that got. Okay, that got destroyed. Chances are your model is a lot more optimized than mine. Just, like, my gosh. It's not even UV splitted either. Try not to accidentally select this part. Oh my goodness. You also don't want your UVs close to the edge either. Otherwise, they'll bake incorrectly. I can move this part closer to the right side. I'm actually going to rotate it. I'm going to save that as all as one. Okay, we're almost done with And make sure everything, make sure you don't have anything selected out, anything else selected when you try to move something. As you can see, I'm making that common mistake all the time. Um, let's move that one a bit closer. Don't like the way it's far it's up there. Um, no, that is good. I'm gonna select all to check. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, now go back to the microwave looking thing. Cycles. Leave that checked. Bake. Okay, before you do anything, save. Um, oh, nope, that's not the right folder. Sometimes baking doesn't go correctly. Okay, make sure you have baking selected, baking reference selected, and have all of your model parts selected. Like I put it in as one model, make it easier on myself. You can do that yourself. Just make sure that the materials are correct. All right, then we press bake. Now, if you do get like a warning down here, you might need to go back to shading and have reselect all the baking references. That's a common thing that happens for no reason. Now, this could take long depending how big your image is. As you can see, it's going pretty quick with one of them. Or with all of them. Okay, never mind. Check our result. Oh, geez. Hang on. Let's clear the image so we can actually see our results this time. Oh boy. Yeah, this could take like 10 to 10 minutes to like an hour for each texture, depending how big your image is. Now we can actually look at what we've done. Yeah, that looks like it's bleeding into it a little bit, but not much I can do about it. Oh, I missed the part, but that looks fine. Um, I think that's one part actually. Fingers, make sure they're not, they might be stuck together, but that's okay. If you want to make sure that doesn't happen, reduce the margin for like particular part. All right, now we're actually going to save this image. That is our new diffuse. Now, get this back in working order here. Now we're going to bake the normal maps. So go back over here. I'm going to put my normal map. Make sure you have baking selected again. Back to flashlight or lamp according to the name of the images. Yep. And then the head, or in this case, the helmets. There it is. Yeah, make sure you have that selected. I didn't have that selected. I mean, derp. I didn't have it selected because I had that selected. Okay. Now, you bake again. And if you have a specular map or any other map, you could do that with them as well. But for like MTL Resident Evil games, you only need like the diffuse, the normal map, and the specular map. Anything else, that's just basically useless to us, fortunately. And give me that. Gee. There is our normal map. Well, take normal map. We are almost done. Now, here the photo icon is over this one. I mean, over the one we have selected here. Delete the original UV map. And name it UV map. You don't need this anymore. And now you can put on your new hues. And then we'll map in, see how it looks. And layout. Yeah, it does look a little rough because I didn't join all the edges. But that's fine. This is just a modding tutorial. And hey, if it looks good in game, I will release this. Right? Now, do all that. Export it. And then congratulations, you are done. Now your model is MTL compatible. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and I hope it helps, and I'll see you next time.